alien invasions. Those are the things of science fiction and my dreams, apparently. Basically, I have very weird dreams, and here on the Dreamverse, I discuss them and what they might mean, because dreams are very linked to your subconscious and can reveal things about your life. So, here we go. It's lunchtime at school, and our group of friends are standing on the grass, chatting away. I point up at the sky. Oh look, there's a plane. What if it crashes? And I say this all super jokingly. Not a second later, the engines are cut and the plane is hurling towards the ground, but not even where we thought it would land, which logically makes sense. No, it lands right next to the school building, inside the schoolyard, not even 100 meters away from where we're having lunch. Instead of being an actual plane crash, this one feels very calculated, like it was meant to happen. It was like UFO landings that you see in movies, and accurately so, because these figures slipped out of the plane not long after it crashed. These creatures were probably twice the size of humans. They were huge. This event drives everyone back inside the school building. We are terrified. We run away as fast as possible as soon as we can comprehend what is happening. The problem is, these creatures can shapeshift. We're back inside the building, but so are the aliens. We all look like people. Some have imitated the students. Some have imitated the teachers. Our only chance of survival in our eyes are to not get caught. The aliens would harm us in some way. So the aliens don't want to give away that they're not human in order to trick us into giving ourselves away, but we definitely don't want to get caught. So we don't pretend to be aliens because they aren't being that obvious about their actual identity. Instead, we are just all very obedient and just try to blend in. And you might ask, won't I know it's an alien if they imitate being a person in my class and I know that that person isn't in my class? This is a dream. Okay, so I think I recognize that there's no one in my dream anyway. This was not a super helpful distinction to make. I remember there's this scene of a group of us standing in a locker room, a teacher and a couple of students. The teacher having a chat with us. I'm pretty sure she's one of the shape-shifting aliens, but we are all very robotic, trying to pretend things are normal, though we know full well they aren't. We go to different classes and act normal. This is all pretty freaky if you ask me. Okay, so what does this all mean? You're watching my videos to learn about dream meanings, right? Well, the meaning highly depends on context. How was I feeling when I dreamt this? What was going on in my life? So the thing about the plane crashing and it being aliens is just random things that are in my mind. I regularly see planes at school because it's close to the flight path, and I also like pondering about aliens. Dreams use context in your daily life to process deeper things. So I think it was using this regular context of being at school and this bizarre situation to communicate something deeper. All this happens subconsciously, but when you dream, the line between your conscious and unconscious mind gets blurred. Then some of the messages seeps into your waking part of your mind when you remember the dream. Maybe the situation of having to try and pretend to be normal and that everything is okay around these aliens, similar to how I feel in daily life. I dreamt this on 28 April this year, which was coming up to my grade 12 exams. Quite a stressful period of my life, you would imagine. And I was quite struggling to manage it all. I'm not a fan of dream meanings saying, if you dream this, it means this. But I like to analyze things in context to what it means to you personally. So to me, trying to blend in with the aliens could signify trying to cope with all of this stress and pretending I'm handling it really well when I'm actually not. In my dream, I cannot reveal who I truly am, a student. Being exposed to the aliens puts me in danger. Similarly, I don't like letting people know when I'm struggling. To my brain, it feels like danger. This is what I learned through the dream, and I know it's something I need to work on. It's okay to ask for help or to be struggling. That doesn't mean you're weak. In fact, it's actually brave to admit that. Let me know if you've ever dreamt about aliens or alien invasions. I have more cool stories from my dreams with interesting interpretations coming up. So stay tuned for that. Bye, and until the next story from my subconscious.